Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's video is gonna be on an easy tutorial of how to create this makeup look that I'm wearing right now. So if you're interested, then stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So let's just jump right into the video. Today I'm gonna be moisturizing my skin using just only Vaseline, which everybody has and is also affordable. So I'm just gonna make a dot on my face and I'm gonna give it a nice massage. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna move on to foundation. And for foundation, I'm gonna use the same Fit Me foundation, which I always do. And I'm going to be using my foundation brush. And here too I'm going to just create some dots and I'm going to blend it all over. As you can see, it's so bright for my skin, but I'm okay with it because it's going to melt with my skin tone later. And of course you don't have to forget your neck and also your ears. I blended my ears a little bit so that it doesn't look odd. Next I'm going to be using Mars 3-in-1 palette. This is also very affordable. I got it online and as you can see it's very old now, but I don't want to waste it, so I just keep using and it still works. I'm going to be using this to cover all my dark spots and my pimples. As you can see, I have a big pimple right on my chin, so that's the main thing that I want to cover. And you can see it works really well. Next I'm gonna go on under my eyes a little bit. And I'm gonna blend it with my same foundation brush. And next for the contour, I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna use the same palette with this darker shade here. And I'm gonna contour just a little bit. And then doing the other side. Next I'm gonna take the same color in my finger and I'm gonna contour my nose. I'm gonna just start up just in the inner corner of my eyes and below my brows. It actually looks like I have contoured more on the other side, but it's actually because of the lighting and the camera quality of my phone. So I didn't know that when I was filming. So I just kept trying to make it equal, but it never happens. And then later I just realized that it's because of the camera, and so I just stopped blending it all more and more. I still couldn't figure out at that moment, so I just tried to take off a little bit on the other side, but it never changed. So I just left it on. Next, to set up my makeup, I'm gonna use a baby powder, which also everyone can afford and is also easy to find in any stores. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender and I'm just gonna pat it all over my face. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take my bigger fluffy brush and I'm just gonna buff it all over. And I'm gonna take a little more powder and I'm just gonna fluff it over on my neck. And once I'm done with it, I'm gonna go with the same Mars palette. I'm gonna prime my eyelids for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna just use my fingers because I feel comfortable using my fingers and it also blends well. Next, I'm gonna use a fluffy brush and put some powder to set it. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take my eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty palette. And I'm gonna take a dark brown shade for the translucent color because I'm gonna go with a dark red or dark maroon color for today's eye look. And I'm just blending it all over my eyelids, and if you see, I'm just creating like a wing on the outer corner of my eyes because Asian eyes like mine, we have to do that. I'm just going back and forth, and I'm just creating that wing outer. And I'm really sorry guys if you hear some noisy vehicle sounds. Please excuse me. It's just the place that I'm in. So getting back into the video, you can see I'm doing the same thing on the other eyes also. And here too you can see that my right eye is darker than the left eye. It's just the lighting guys, and the quality of my phone, I can say, because I'm using the front camera of my phone. And yeah, I guess that's it for the eyes, and I'm gonna move on with a smaller brush and I'm gonna dip into a darker shade this time. This time I'm using another Huda Beauty palette, and I'm gonna take this red shade right here. It actually looks like pink but it's red. Again, the same camera quality of my phone. So I'm just gonna pack that a little bit on the outer corner of my eyes. If I let that all over, it's gonna be so pigmented and dark and I won't be able to blend it. So I'm just taking it on the other side and I'm just gonna blend it all. Guys, if you need a perfect shape, then you have to keep blending and blending and blending. Trust me, that works. I'm blending it on the outer corner and the inner corner of my eyes so that it gives an illusion that my eye is bigger. And once I'm done, I'm gonna go back with the bigger fluffy brush and I'm just gonna blend it all the two colors. And guys, I'm gonna tell you a hack that I always use. Guys, if you don't have a darker shade and you actually need a darker shade, so I'm taking this red shade right now, I'm gonna tap that, I'm gonna take the other eyeshadow palette and dip it into black, and that both when you mix, it gives you a darker red or darker maroon. Whatever color you have, maybe it may be pink or purple or blue, if you just mix a little bit with black, it's gonna give you that dark shade. As you can see in mine, it's turning well and I'm loving it. I'm satisfied with the color, how it turns out. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go down on my underline and I'm just gonna blend over there also. Next, moving on to highlighter, I'm gonna use this color right here. I'm just gonna take that on my fingers and I'm just gonna pack that on my eyelids, on the half of my eyelids, just not the outer corner but also the half of the inner eyelids. And when I'm done, I'm just gonna take a smaller blending brush again and I'm gonna just blend the highlighter and the darker shade. Next, with the same brush, I'm gonna go under my waterline and I'm just gonna blend it all over. And next, moving on to this smaller brush, I'm gonna dip it into light brown right here and I'm just gonna go follow the waterline as well, because when I do this, it gives us that illusion that our eye is deeper and bigger, and I just love that, so I keep using that. And next, moving on to eyeliner. Guys, this is also very affordable. I just got it for like 30 or 40 rupees. And when it comes to makeup, it doesn't mean you have to buy only expensive things. whatever works for you, just go for it. So I'm done here and it looks perfect. Next I'm gonna go with the same brush and I'm gonna dip it into black for my eyebrows. I don't like using any eyebrow pencil or eyebrow gels because I just feel like they're so dark. For me, for my eyebrows, I feel like this eyeshadow is the best thing for me. I don't like darker shades, so I just go with that every time. Next, moving on to blush, I'm gonna take my bigger fluffy brush. I'm gonna use this Bonjour blush, which I got it online and is also very affordable and which works really cool, and I just love the color. Also, I use even what is on the eyeshadow palette. If you see my last video, you can please go check it out. Next, moving on to highlighter, I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna pat it on that white shade, and I'm just gonna go on the tip of my nose and I'm just gonna draw a line which makes it more highlighted. And I'm gonna go on my cheekbone as well. Next, I'm even going on a little bit on my chin as well. Next, I just remember I didn't do anything with my lashes, so I'm just gonna first curl my lashes. And when I'm done, I'm gonna use this hyper curl mascara, which also works really well, and I just been using this for a while now, and it's really working good for me. Next, moving on to lashes. This is quite simple and small. It's really fitting for my eyes, for my Asian eyes. So I'm just gonna do this off camera and I'll be right back. There I go. So you can see how simple, natural it looks. It doesn't look so dramatic as well. So I just love this kind of lashes for me, for Asian eyes. I don't recommend anyone using a big dramatic lashes. So now moving on to lips. I'm gonna be using this lipstick by My Glam. I got this also online and it's very good, and I just love the color of it. I love dark shades, you know, in lipstick. I always do wear dark shades actually. So this one actually really suits me and I just love this color. So guys, as you can see, it just changed my whole look. And that's it for today's video guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.